with some finishing work that's happening from the artist, but the student input has ended. And so you may have noticed that there's been some prep work on the actual mural site. They've relocated the electrical conduit, and they've done the rough-in work for the lighting elements. So in the next,
Where?
on IGA. Between the PNC ATM and the little community board posting thing that Comey-Shepard has. So there's sort of 3 big panels, and those will have like a triptych mural that is sort of the idea of it is that there's a reflection of you're looking through a window and you see through into an old butcher shop, kind of grocery store scene, with the reflection being Ludlow Avenue as it would have appeared in the 30s or so. So it looks really cool. It's really good, I think. And the other murals that are part of the project, I don't know if you've seen the ones on Central Parkway, they turned out really well. So hopefully we'll have something just as good. By the Motors building, which is like media bridges, they've got like a picture of the barge, I guess, on the canal, and then the other is the what used to be like a Winston Savings and Loan.
It's
really
the
cool.
Rothschild Loan.
There you are. Both of which are really good. Yeah, Kit.
Yeah, Colleen called me yesterday.
Right.
Space, and she was asking me for names of people that should be identified. I did tell her Main Street, CTM, obviously, Keller's, and if anybody else has anybody else that they think should be identified on the plaque, to contact me or contact John.
Okay. Where are we with? So that's exciting. The design committee they're sort of partnering with MuralWorks on the mural project, so I've covered that. The other thing that most people seemed interested in are the newsbox removal or consolidation issue. What's happening there is we're pretty much waiting for the next report to come from the city manager's office at the city. So the city actually had gotten out in front of this on us. So they're we've given our input to them about what we sort of have in mind for what should happen, and then they're going to kind of produce several sort of legislative remedies that city council can pursue to address that. But I've made it clear to a couple council offices that we want to make sure that Clifton is at least in the first round of how this takes effect. If it's done if there's a new zoning code definition that's needed or whatever, if they add it as an addendum on something like the urban design district overlay, then we want to take advantage of it as soon as possible. So there's that. The other things that are being worked on include like fall and winter planning. So the design committee is actually taking that over from Jenny Burton and others. Money from the Memorial Day picnic will go towards that. Design's also working on a parking study, which is going to be initially a census, but also some usage patterns, so we can look for some ways to more efficiently use our parking stock. Hopefully, I know it's kind of a big dream. I don't know if we can get there, but a way to break down that sort of balkanized parking situation that we've got. There's a lot of interests that don't want to have that happen, but maybe if we can show them that it's in everyone's interest to share it, we can get there. We're also working on some signage programs that will go along with the parking, but also some other things to sort of utilize something that's being worked on in the promotion committee, and that's branding and identity work for the Ludlow Avenue Business District. Promotions also has put in an application to get a UC intern to do either from the PR department or journalism student that can help sort of increase our exposure, get us some positive PR, which is really good. The website's coming along, sort of working on the back end right now. We're waiting for that final branding ID work to come from Lipson Allport Glass and Associates. We're sort of in the second round of that right now. Hopefully we'll have something to unveil at the next CTN meeting. I think that's a reasonable expectation, so you can look forward to that in September. For the ER committee, it's really all about data collection so we can better understand the marketplace right now. That's taking several forms. One is just something like a building and business inventory that's underway right now. Looking at some business support services and resources, how we can help out the local merchants. We're going to be doing some consumer surveys, which will be delivered in several fashions. Intercepts on the street, probably something mailed or attached to the Chronicle, something on the website. And they're looking at some building improvement resources as well. And that's, I think, it.